Let there be light. Okay, we're gonna check to make sure there's any drop-offs today. Drop-offs all come over here. Put these lights on. Let's let the big lights come on. Awesome. And it looks like we have 2 drop-offs.
So for those of you who don't know, we do have drop-off slips. What's really nice, you put your name, your phone number, your basic information. If you haven't made an appointment with us, then you just kind of put what you would like us to do on here and we'll reach out to you. If you actually have an appointment with us, then there's no need to fill out the rest of the information, just your name, phone number, so we can actually find what car is associated with you. But these are really, really nice so that if you have a morning appointment or something, you can still get your car dropped off. You don't have to see us, and we will get to it as soon as we open the doors at 7 a.m.
Now, the first thing in checking in a car is we actually attach one of these little blue key tags to each and every single key. Now, if the key tag was red, that means that the client is a waiter. Kind of signifies to everyone inside the shop that we can drop everything we're doing, make sure that that client is addressed quickly and efficiently because they're actually here waiting for the vehicle. This customer is a drop-off, so we're going to put a blue key tag on here. Now, every single key tag, and the way we identify the keys is we're going to put the last 2 digits of whatever the ticket number is actually on here. Then on the back side, we're going to put the customer's last name. We used to put like the vehicle, so like if it was a Wrangler or a Jeep, we would put Wrangler or Jeep on there. However, it's not uncommon for us to have multiples of the same vehicle on here. So you grab a key going, oh, this is the Jeep key. You go outside there, you press the unlock button, and it just didn't work. So last name works a lot better for us, and then the 2 digits of the RO. So I'm gonna go ahead, pull this client up, make sure everything is right with the ticket, and we're gonna go check this car in. Okay, so we got the truck here. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna take 4 corner photos of each and every single angle of this truck. We're just trying to document is how we receive the vehicle, make sure that we're protecting your investment in this vehicle. So we're gonna document each 4 corners. Also gonna go ahead and take a picture of each rim, just in case we have to do a tire rotation or anything like that. Again, we're making sure that we're protecting your vehicle. And we're also looking to see if there's anything wrong with the vehicle at this time. This is a 22, so it's in incredibly good condition already, I can tell. But for example, this vehicle, you can tell this wheel is actually kicked in. And that's a huge red flag, something we want to look for while it's in the parking lot. Go ahead and take front photo. Take a photo of this rim as well. Also gonna take a look at the inspection sticker. And it looks like he's due for a New York State inspection. And we also want to let him know that his registration is up in a couple of months. Come over here to this side. And we'll also take a photo of this wheel as well. Awesome. Now we're going to come over to the actual inside of the truck. Now we're gonna come over to the inside of the truck. Now, personally for myself, I always like to take a photo of what does this vehicle look like as it is right now. Just kind of give a sense. Not every single one of our team members do that. Then we're gonna come inside the truck and we're gonna snap a photo of the gauge cluster with the vehicle running and the mileage. All right, I'm back at the computer. I'm gonna upload the photos that I just took of that gentleman's truck. And then I'm gonna transfer that vehicle over to one of our technicians so when they get here, they're ready to rock and roll and do that oil change. Round 2 of bringing stuff to transit. So right now, I have a bunch of things. I got some dye, I got equipment, I got some stuff. We're gonna run that down to transit, got some paperwork, give that to them, and then I'll be heading back over to our Seneca Street location. Okay, I'm back at the shop here at our Seneca Street location. The trip to transit went pretty well. Dropped everything off, no issues there. Let's see what we got going on at this location. Okay, we have a couple of vehicles out front here. This Jeep, unfortunately, does need a new heart. We're waiting to hear from the client on whether or not they want to move forward with putting the new engine in this vehicle. Over here, we have a couple other vehicles. Joe just wrapped up a full brake job on this. It's gonna come with our 2-year, 24,000 mile warranty. Then this is really cool. Don't get to see an RX-7 every single day. Really, really nice condition on this car. Super cool. I'm assuming it's probably in for a state inspection because it is that time of year where all the new cool cars come in. We have a vehicle over here, one of our commercial vehicles. We do a lot of fleet work. So if you have any fleet needs, don't hesitate to reach out. And then we have a client over here. It looks like either unloading or picking up one of their vehicles. Got a client's Jeep here. She was having some issues with her steering. She was actually having a hard time turning this way. So one of the things that we found on this vehicle was that the drag length, this bolt, even on factory ones and aftermarket, come really close. You can see she was actually touching here. So we're gonna try and grind that down for her so that she won't have any issues with that. And we are gonna recommend to get rid of this dual steering stabilizer because you just don't need that second half. One is more than fine. It actually will cause a binding issue running a dual for most people.
Okay, so what am I doing now? Well, right now what I'm doing is I am working on a program called Jamf. I'm gonna turn this camera around so you can see what I'm talking about.
So one of the luxuries that I have is I am responsible for all of the electronic devices that we have in the organization. So when you guys get a DVI that comes to your phone saying like, hey, this is what happened to your vehicle, we had a technician do that on one of our devices, whether it be a cell phone, because some of the technicians like to have a smaller device, and then some of the technicians like to have a larger device. Well, all of these have to have apps that get uploaded to them and documented. So these are all the devices that we have inside the company, and I get the luxury of going through and manually updating each and every single one of these so that the new updates happen on the phone, so that the new iOS comes and all the different stuff. Now, I'm not an IT expert, so there might be a better way of doing all of this, but this works for me. Okay, so I've been designing some of our new cards we're gonna be passing out. So we have a lot of customers ask for appointment cards for next year's appointment or their next oil change, pre-booking it in advance. So they don't have to remember about it. Just automatic emails go out, text messages, all that stuff. Kind of like if someone pre-books their next haircut appointment or their doctor's appointment. So we don't have any cards for that currently, and we're looking to change that right now. This is the design that I've kind of come up with. I like it. It's been through a couple of renditions. What do you think? Okay, the stack of phones have all been clean, updated, are ready to go for new deployment, which is awesome. iPads that are locally in the store have been done. Numbers have been stored, updated. We are good to go on the IT department. Yes. So this is what the card would look like. This would be the front of the card, and you'd have our logo, Scruggs Automotive Appointment. You got the date, the time. You receive $5 off your next pre-booked appointment. And then on the back side, just a generic Scruggs Automotive. We've got some of our heritage in here with some of the off-road stuff, and then we have a normal tread pattern here. Just curious, what do you think about this design? Hey guys, you gotta check this out. Joe, what does this thing do?
So this car is kind of special for what it is. Your whole front seat, once you push down this lever, will swivel and let you sit out properly instead of having to fight.
That is just too cool. Okay, the day has ended. It is over. I'm gonna be finishing up some paperwork. It's about 6:20 now, so everyone's gone home. All the customers I've picked up for the day. I'm still here. It's got a couple of things I want to finish up. I hope everyone has a great weekend. It's gonna be a rainy weekend, so stay safe, stay dry. Have a good one, Buffalo.